Alright, hey guys, actually this is, oh, what was that, a skeleton? That's a skeleton. Why? I think it's underground. That aside, hi! I tried to record this before, but something happened with my computer. But like I said in my last recording, it's been a while since I actually uploaded a video, and that was more because I was unsure of exactly what to record. Like, not that I didn't want to or anything, I just couldn't really find both the time when it was like actually fully quiet in my house and the time for me to actually like find something to record. It's a lot harder to find ideas for videos than people would assume, or at least in my case it is. But yeah, so I just decided to record a game video because I've wanted to do this for a while, but it's just I had to get different I had to get I say a lot. I had to get recording software for my computer so that I would actually be able to record things and it not look like garbage. Which, by the way, apologies for the audio. I'm new to this, so I'm still trying to work a few things out. But for right now, this is just the best I can do. Also, I didn't have many other games on my computer, so all I had to deal with, I can't speak. Rabbits, they have huge heads. um, all I really have to deal with right now is Minecraft, which I don't have a problem with Minecraft. I just don't think it's really something I'd like to make a very big series out of. But I have another game on my computer called Skullgirls, but that's still I'd have to either download a separate software so I can use my PlayStation 3 I think I can use a PlayStation 4 controller. But I have to download a separate software so I can use my PlayStation 3 controller, and I'm completely unsure about how to do that. So aside from that, Skullgirls is actually pretty fun. It's not new. It's far from new. It's a it's a fighting game. Maybe I'll decide to put a video about that. But I'm not too into fighting games. Not because I don't like them, just because the fighting game community is very based around like combo systems and act like skill like excuse me, I can't speak, like skill ratio and like tiers, and I'm really not into all of that. It's I feel like it's overly confusing and it kind of takes away from the actually having fun for a game. Although for some people, like focusing on the tiers and all that is fun for them, but in my opinion, I don't really enjoy it that much. So I'm not very good at in the terms of fighting games. I play fighting games. Don't get me wrong. I play fighting games a lot actually with my brother and a couple of my friends, but I wouldn't make a series out of it because I'm not actually very good. I can hold my own, but it's like I said, it's really you have to have a particular like skill about playing fighting games, and I'm not really at that point, and I've never been really at that point, especially like since it's just really irritating after playing fighting games for a while because my hands start to like cramp up from holding the controller a certain way while it's excuse me, it sounds like a bunch of complaining, but it's honestly just not for me. But yeah, so I might do a video about that later on, but for Apple. But for right now, and this music is actually kind of loud. Sounds. Let me turn that down a bit. Turn sound music down. Okay. And the thing about that is also I'm not very fast at this game. I play it ever so often, but I don't play it diligently. I like the game. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I kind of went off track with the whole fighting game thing. I don't mind. I know a lot of people online play. A lot of people on YouTube particularly play Minecraft, which I actually do enjoy watching some videos. But and it's not really something I'd make a big deal out of. Well, like I said, a series out of. But I do think it's good to play because everyone has a different. Why is there a pumpkin here? That is the most random spot. Okay, I'll just take that. But everyone has a different. In my opinion, everyone has a different experience when playing Minecraft because it's a sandbox game. So it's not really based around. I was telling my brother this. It's not really based around what the game itself has to offer because it's um, a mine. It's just a sandbox. So there's not really much that the game itself as a whole can do unless you download like mod packs. But then that's like a creator's thing. It's not really the what was I saying? It's not really the game itself, and I need food. It's not really the game itself that comes that has all of these that has much to offer. It's it's just about an experience thing. So, and like I said, I'm not very fast at this game. It gives you something to do, and being that it is a sandbox, it has random like it's a randomly generated world, so things randomly generated worlds in games like this and Don't Starve. I actually like games like that because, like I said, the experience is different with each person because the game is designed to have a unique experience every time it's started up from a new point, which I actually think is pretty cool. A pretty cool mechanic for games to have. And I know I'm not saying anything that's particularly new or hasn't been said, but that is that a okay. For right now, I have no idea what I'm doing, but I mean, I know what I'm doing. It's Minecraft. It's not overly complicated, especially since it's just this is vanilla seed. It's just a single player world. But I felt like I should like do something because I do enjoy recording, and it seems like how sparsely my videos are placed. It seems like I would have it. Like a lot of people either say I'm not really being diligent with it, or I'm not actually like trying to be like on stay on top of things. But that's it seems like the case, but it's actually more just figuring out like times to record because I can't record too late in the day, then I can't record too early in the day. Because I don't live alone, which I wish I did, but the fact of the matter is I don't. So I have to keep in account everyone else who lives here. Like I live with my mother and my brother, and then my family tends to come over every now and again. So not that they really get in the way, but it's not the most preferential of arrangements, but it's something. So yeah, for right now, I don't really have a goal of what I'm like preparing. It's turning night. I should probably get food. What is that? Oh, it's rabbits. Oh right, rabbits give you food, don't they? Um, see, I have no remorse for killing animals, honestly. Excuse me, my nose is running. It's really cold in in New York right now. I have a friend who lives in upstate New York, and he said it's like at the time I'm recording this, he said it's -4 degrees, and the wind chill makes it like I think he said like -27 or -21, which is ridiculous because that's just completely unnecessary for the weather to get this cold. And to say it's supposed to be an early spring this year, I really don't feel it at all. But yeah, let me just get underground real quick, and it might go a bit dark because oh fuck. How I knew something like that was gonna happen just because I have terrible luck. But I should get stone. I should really get. I hate that noise so much. Okay, I'll just wall this off. Yeah, that's an entrance, so I'll just wall that off. See, I know a few tactics behind Minecraft because I've watched a lot of like gameplays from a couple people. Um, Jesus. But I don't know. It's a fun game as long as you give it time to actually like give yourself time to figure out the mechanics and plan out what you're going to do. So it's like I say like a lot, which does get irritating because I mean I hear walking. Sorry, I thought there was a zombie or something, which would be terrible. Um, since I don't have coal, I just have to make do with that. Now, what the? Oh, okay. I thought I had two. Really? I mean, I guess it's better than nothing. Let me just make some charcoal. What is that? uh, this is one thing I do dislike. I think I'm just hearing rabbits and it's just kind of freaking me out. I know this isn't particularly the most interesting. I wouldn't say it's a let's play. It's more of a playthrough. I know this isn't the most interesting video you've ever watched, and I apologize for that. But like I said, this is my first time recording a video game, and I'm just trying to get used to it. And I'm trying to get used to the fact that you have to speak at a certain level and at a certain speed, and there's a lot of things that go behind recording videos and video game like let's plays and walkthroughs and stuff in general. But this is my first time actually recording one of these, which isn't an excuse. I'm just kind of explaining why, if anything, this seems like it's so awkward. And this is the longest night cycle I've ever seen. That's cobblestone. Oh, you're stuck. Oh, time to kill you. See, I have. I mean, yes, they sound cute. Like the rabbits and stuff, they sound cute in the game, and in real life, I would never kill a rabbit. But I don't know. Going completely away from the rambling I was just doing. You see how these rabbits have red eyes, white rabbits with red eyes. My sister actually hates that like immensely, which I find it to be hilarious. Like I I like rabbits. Is that yeah? That's where I fell. Rabbits are one of the most adorable animals in that I've ever seen. Aside from like puppies, I love puppies. I think everyone loves puppies, but it's just kind of strange for my sister to see a rabbit with like red eyes. It just creeps her out to the point where she would punt a rabbit across a room if it was white and had red eyes, as opposed to a brown rabbit with like if it was a white rabbit with like black eyes, she's fine. It's just the fact that they have red eyes. It's like really bloodshot and creepy for her. I find it to be extremely hilarious because it's like it's not something you'd really pay attention to, but my sister, she just really gets creeped out by it. And I think it's cool. When I was younger, I wanted a rabbit with red eyes, but like, I mean, I never got around to having a rabbit. I had a lot of pets, honestly. I think in total I've had about 20 something cats. My family was notorious for picking up stray animals because the area I live in, I was going to say lived in, but I still live in that area. I still live in the same place that I've lived in my entire life, which you look weird. From the corner of my eye, it's like you had two giant. Well, you do have two giant eyes, but you're gonna die. Um, but when I was younger, I always wanted a rabbit simply because I thought they were really cute. I like small animals with like big beady eyes. They're actually very cute to me. But blah blah blah. But it's more of getting and buying an animal or even rescuing an animal. There are precautions you have to take. Like I'm just now getting that achievement. There are precautions you have to take, such as like getting their shots and getting them food, and nowadays you have to get your pets microchipped, just in case they get lost. They'll be able to you'll be able to find them. So it's a lot of expenses that my family really couldn't afford at the time when I was younger, and okay, cue sad music Minecraft. Thank you for that. um, But no, no, no. My family has always been big on like pet lovers. Like we've had a dog for about 3 years at one point. She was no well. I think it was no, it wasn't 3 years. It was only about a couple of months, but circumstances we had to give her away because we couldn't really take care of her that much. And then we've had a total of I think 10 or so dogs. One dog we didn't really like because he kind of had an affinity for like just randomly biting. So we really didn't trust keeping him, so we gave him away as well. We had a husky when I was younger, and in my ignorance as a child, which I love huskies nowadays. Like I really want to get a dog, and one of the first dogs I would get would be a husky. But in my ignorance as a child, I was kind of a skeptic, but that's more because of how I was raised. Like my family is particularly superstitious. Sorry about that. About certain things, like for example, my brother gets like really agitated and nitpicky with me if he sees that I leave a hat on the bed, which my family kind of follows some weird superstitions. Like a hat on the bed is bad luck. Don't really know where we got that from. Um, Hats on indoors is bad luck. Don't know where we got that from. I mean, I've heard that it was like it's common decency to take your hat off indoors, but my family kind of deemed it as unlucky for whatever reason, and I never really understood that. Now back to the game. I didn't really get much done, but the point of this video wasn't really to get anything done. It was more just an introduction into um, into the game. So I didn't really expect to get much done. This is more like Minecraft. You tend to go at your own pace, but yeah, I didn't really expect to get much done. I might try to record a few more videos, so I try to get this one out as soon as possible. But I do want to get into the habit of recording games very often because I've been watching a lot of like gamers and let's plays, and it's really interesting, and I've been thinking about it a lot. But yeah, so I'm just gonna do a few more things and try to collect a few more supplies. Okay. Try to collect a few more supplies and try to build. I'm gonna try to build a house because the end game of this whole thing is to just basically kill the Ender Dragon in single player, which no one really plays single player anymore. It's with all the mods and servers that are online. If you're not in a PvP, um, if you're not in a PvP based server, your people are particularly on um, factions arenas like the Archon and things like that. That's the only one that I can remember that comes to mind. Or just like mini game servers, or even like servers that have like speed UHCs and stuff like. Um, I forget the name. Bad Lion is. Oof, Bad Lion is one server that I am on, or even prison servers. But yes, I'm going to try to get a little more done. I'll see if I record some more today. But like I said, there's not much to do in Minecraft. It's more just about the experience, and like each person does things differently. Like most people, like some go for stone first, some go straight for building a shelter first. I'm more sporadic when I play, but that's just me. But yeah, so I'm just going to end this video here because I've been recording for quite a while. But yeah, so, and it's getting dark, so let me go underground. I mean, I can just pause it because, like I said, it's a single player. But I'd rather just go underground, and you can't see anything, so that was a bad idea. Yeah. But yeah, so I'm just going to end this video about right here and try to get a few more things done. So by the time I record again, I'll either start recording immediately after this, or probably like after I collect a few more supplies and like get ready to start building, get some more armor, things like that. But until then, speaking of armor, until I decide what I want to do, thank you guys for watching this video. In the description, tell me some. If you guys want, you can tell me some weird superstitions that you grew up with or something like that, and I'll try to read it for with the next video. But until then, thank you guys so much for watching, and yeah, I guess I'll see you guys in the next video.